Hey there, welcome to Feature Shelf, a series that provides book recommendations based on theme or title suggestions. I am the supplier, and this is the Back to School edition. If school hasn't started yet, I'm sure it's starting soon. On the shelf this week are books with characters dealing with the same thing you guys are, the return to school. First on the shelf is Hate List by Jennifer Brown. Val is returning to high school for her senior year, but her return is marred by the fact that she's the girlfriend of the guy who opened fire on the cafeteria 5 months before. She's got to deal with being the one who wrote the list that Nick, her boyfriend, used to pick his targets, her former friends, and deal with facing the girl that she saved. Second on the shelf is Schooled by Gordon Corman, which features Cap, who has been grown up homeschooled by his hippie grandmother, and he has to interact with kids his own age for the first time after his grandmother is injured and can no longer care for him. The third book on my feature shelf is Sleeping Freshmen Never Lie by David Lubar. Scott is starting high school. He's drifting away from his childhood friends, chasing after the prettiest girl in school, and joining every club in sight in order to get him to notice her. Oh, and did I mention his mom is pregnant? Not only is he dealing with starting high school, he's dealing with that too. With humor. Next up is Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. Charlie, like Scott, is starting high school. The novel, Perks of Being a Wallflower, is a collection of letters that Charlie writes to an unknown recipient about his anxieties of starting high school, the friends he makes, and the things that they do together. And last but not least on the shelf is Tangerine by Edward Bloor. Paul has just moved to Tangerine, Florida with his family, wears Coke bottle glasses, and plays soccer. Paul is trying to reinvent himself, find out what's up with the environment in Tangerine, with all the fires that are always burning, and is struggling to remember the accident that caused him to lose most of his sight. So that's my feature shelf for this week, and I've decided that it's really weird to film in my classroom and not in my office. But for more information about any of the books that I mentioned today, check out the blog post for this video. There's a link to that in the description. And I know that these 5 books are not the only books that feature the return to school, so let's make a list. If you can think of any titles that feature going back to school, leave that in the comments and I will create a blog post and link back to it here in this video. Or if you've got a book that you would like to see on Feature Shelf, leave me that in the comments as well. I am the supplier, and thanks for watching Feature Shelf, the Back to School edition. Happy reading, and don't forget to be awesome.